Welcome back. If you listened to part 1, we covered 3 big mistakes: overusing very, misusing the, and translating literally from your language.
Yes, and now we're going to dig deeper and practice more examples so you can fix these mistakes in real conversations.
Let's practice stronger alternatives to very plus adjective.
Okay, here's one. Original, this exam was very difficult. Better, this exam was challenging.
Or original, the movie was very interesting. Better, the movie was fascinating.
And one more fun example. Original, the pizza is very good. Better, the pizza is delicious.
See how replacing very plus adjective with a stronger word makes your sentence sound natural and native-like?
Next, let's practice the tricky article, the.
Example 1. I go to the church every Sunday. Correct, I go to church every Sunday. General routine.
Example 2, I love the dogs. General. Correct, I love dogs.
But if you mean specific things, the is correct. I love the dogs at my neighbor's house.
Exactly. Context is everything when it comes to the.
Now, let's practice correcting literal translations.
Here's a common one. I am agree with you. Correct, I agree with you.
Another, he has hunger. Correct, he is hungry.
And one more. I have cold. Correct, I have a cold.
See how small adjustments can completely fix the sentence?
Let's do a short conversation. Repeat after us. Friend, did you enjoy the movie?
You? Yes, it was fascinating. Instead of very interesting.
Friend, did you go to the cinema often?
You? I usually go to cinema on weekends. No the, general meaning.
Friend, are you agree with my opinion?
You? Yes, I agree with your opinion. Correct literal translation.
Perfect. Practicing these short conversations helps your brain think in natural English.
Here are 3 simple tips. Stop overusing very. Learn stronger adjectives instead. Pay attention to the. Ask yourself, is this general or specific? Avoid word-for-word translations. Learn phrases as complete units.
And here's a bonus tip. Listen to native speakers on YouTube, podcasts, or movies, and notice how they naturally express themselves.
Even short daily exposure makes a huge difference.
So today, we expanded on our first 3 mistakes, gave more examples, and practiced short conversations.
Remember, overusing very, misusing the, and literal translations are very common, but with a little attention and practice, you can correct them easily.
Keep practicing these sentences out loud and try using them in your conversations tomorrow.
Next time, we'll cover 3 more mistakes non-native speakers make, plus tips to sound even more fluent.
Thanks for listening, and remember, small changes make your English sound natural, confident, and native-like.
See you next time.